right, I think we are up and rolling. So we're going to wait a few minutes to get everybody in here. I've got some awesome site news. Got some opportunities for some Q&As. So we'll just kind of hang tight until everybody gets in here. So I always like to start by making sure that you guys are aware of a few basics. This just helps you out in the long run. So while we're waiting for a few others to kind of jump in here and hit us with some Q&A and I hit you with some news, go to your profile and simply make sure that these three things are adjusted. So first things first, profile, edit profile, time zone. So adjust your time zone to reflect yours to ensure that all the site times on our website are set to your time zone. We are based in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, so our time zone is central. So you'll see tournaments starting at 9 p.m., 7 p.m. That's our time. You want to make sure that it's reflecting to yours so you never miss a tournament. I know a lot of people have been doing this lately. We can do it admin-wise, but it's just super easy for you guys to do it in your profile. So adjust your time zone to reflect yours. That way you don't miss on any awesome matches. For example, we have a tournament starting at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time here. I know that we have a lot of users in EU and a few on the East Coast, which makes that like 11 p.m. We try not to do them super late during the week. On the weekends, it's kind of a free-for-all 24/7 deal. So notifications are a huge thing too. You want to make sure you have your notifications turned on. We have an awesome villainous, over $100 worth of prizes, cash, hats, all kinds of stuff to give away this weekend. It starts at 3 p.m. again, Central Standard Time on Fortnite. A lot of people don't have this tournament start checked. If you do not have that, it's not going to send you an email telling you, hey, it's game time, let's go play. So make sure your tournament start is on. And even to take that a step further for your mobile alerts, you can actually put in your cell phone provider, phone number, and get a text when a tournament starts. Awesome option here on eRivals. Just makes it again so you just have another outlet. I get a text on my phone, says, hey, ready to play, let's go. For $100, I think it's worth it, right? I mean, I'd play for a couple dollars and get a text if that was the case, but just makes it another outlet to get a hold of you. In gamer tags, this is kind of hidden, and our developers are working on coding it. So in gamer tags, of course, you're going to have your gamer tags for the gaming. Hit on social links and just give us your Twitter. Of course, it's all credentials. We don't sell all the information. That's just for us as admins to say, hey, we have another outlet to say he doesn't have his notifications on, he doesn't have his text alerts on. We can hit him on Twitter, and you're going to miss a match, man, whether it be for free or paid. The last thing you want to do is have somebody waiting for you while you're trying to compete for free money at that matter. So those are three things that you always hear me hit on, and I'll probably hit on them for a year from now. It's just options and outlets to make it so you guys can never miss an opportunity at cash. What's up, John? Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. Ask any questions. I'm here. This is what I'm doing. I'm just making sure you guys are aware of how to use eRivals.com, what the platform does, how it works, and then, of course, give you guys news and all kinds of stuff. So I appreciate that, John. What's up, Sarah? Well, hang on. I muted you. I was typing. So what's up, Sarah? I appreciate you stopping by again. I think you were our viewer last year too. So I appreciate it. First video of the year. Just kind of hitting on some key points. Got some big news to offer. I know at the end of last year, which was last week, we offered. Let's see what we got here. Rocket League, which is super awesome. A lot of people have been hitting us for Rocket League. It's a massive platform that we are excited to announce. We've got some special options for deposit bonuses because of Rocket League. We also have some tournaments that are coming up for Rocket League. So it's going to definitely be a huge game title for us. And honestly, it's because of cross-platform. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Cross-platform is the future. It's going to happen to where you can pretty much play on every platform. If it doesn't, I think that Sony and Microsoft just aren't getting a big piece of the pie. Because I mean, these games that are cross-platform are just taking over, and that's why Fortnite is just so successful. I feel, and it's a fun game. Well, it was before they added all the planes and carts and you know. So we just got a message on chat. Let's see where we're at. I don't know. Toaster's out here trying to play, guys. I don't know if you've seen him online. Toaster, he's been trying to send invites to a few people. So get on it. Toaster's trying to become first in the world at Rocket League. See if it happened. Click wrong button. So not yet. Still working on it. Dupree's still number one in the world. Um, Site activity. It's always like this. The beginning of the year, everybody's kind of hungover, I guess, still. So it'll pick back up. We launched November 1st, and it was like that right around Christmas, and then New Year's, same concept. It's just a little lackadaisical. People aren't getting back in the swing of things yet. All right. Yeah, Aaron, cool. I appreciate it. It looks like you just got signed up. Let's check it out, see if you're on. So our activity banner down here is going to tell you any site news that we have going on, all the top options we have, who's playing for money, where we're at. I'll have to look up your name, but I appreciate you stopping by, showing love. So thanks for hanging out. And guys, if you have any questions, feel free to, I mean, you can inbox us. You can hit chat 24/7 down in the bottom right corner. You can send it here on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitch. Streaming to all three, wherever you're at, just put it in the type and I can help you out. So not much movement this week. I know, like I said, with New Year's, not much movement on the charts for top rivals. I know Dupree's still been up there. I think he's running 3 weeks now, 3 weeks solid. So that's, you guys, someone's got to take him down, and you can challenge him right from the top rivals, or if you see him online, you can just hover over his name and hit a challenge. Huge Fortnite player. I know he plays Black Ops, but you can hit his profile and you can look at, see what we got. You can hit all his rankings. So it looks like he's played Fortnite, Black Ops, a little bit of Madden, and a little bit of FIFA. So the guy's a killer in all four of them, it looks like. So challenge him, try to take him down. He's got a huge tournament that he's helping us out with this weekend, the Villainous Tournament. I'll show you guys that now. I'm sure you guys are aware of it. I think it's got 80 people in a week, so it's huge. It's cross-platform, no PC, 1v1 duos, and it's a best of two, which is kind of cool. So if you have a bad match or a bad map, the first one, you can come back and kind of redeem yourself the first time, the second time. So it's a total combined kills for 2 matches. And we'll be here. We've got live support for that huge tournament. We're going to be doing live Twitch streaming as well, kind of going over the tournament and the bracketing. So it's going to be awesome. So 2 games, total kills, 1v1. So that's going to be where you're going to take it. The bracket comes out live at 3 p.m. that day. That's when the tournament starts. This page will look a little different. It'll have a bracket on here. That bracket will show you where you're seated. It's random. The top rival on the bracket pairing will be the host, so you will invite your partner or your rival to the 1v1 duo as a friend. You guys will compete for the most kills, again in 2 matches. Total kills wins. Now, this is a little different for the Villainous tournament. Ties on this particular tournament, because we have so many entries and we still have 4 days to go, ties are going to be based on who lasts the longest or gets the last kill in the second match. And all this information I'm covering, guys, is right here in the content info. Also, 24/7 chat again, or you can email me, social at eRivals. I'm always here to help you out. Or I think Steve's working chat. Pat's going to come in tonight. So, I mean, there's always someone here to assist you out. So, and I did have, let me see if I can pull. One second. I'm going to try to pull up a bracket so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Walk you through it a little bit more. I don't know if I can, if it's already finalized. Bear with me, guys. I'm just trying to see if I can put this in progress and maybe see if it'll pop back up. Hopefully these guys don't get notified. I'm just trying to show you guys kind of what it looks like when this goes live. Here we go. I think this will help. Oh, there you go. Okay. All right. So I just kind of wanted to show you guys what this looks like. So this is just a tournament we did the baller bands last week. It was our last giveaway of the year. So this is exactly how it's going to do. It's random seeding. It's 1v1. So the person at the top of the pairing is going to be the host. So this guy here, Diary, would have invited Alone Lee, and to a match, and they would compete. This specific tournament was a single game. So you have one, and that's again, of course, just to eliminate the length of tournament because it was a freebie for a prize. The other tournament is actually free entry, but there's money. So we want to make sure that you have a fair shade. If you had a bad match, come back, redeem yourself the second one. So with that in mind, this was a single game 1v1 cross-platform. And we'll scroll back up. So exactly right. The top person on each pairing is going to be the host. He's going to get a little screen in your profile that's going to tell you his Epic username. You'll add your rival to your friends list. You will play that match, and then of course come back to this site and submit your scores with either a screenshot or a video recording, screen grab from your PS4, Xbox, or on this particular tournament, PC. Just hit print screen, shoot it over to us, and that can be done at right on your profile. You can submit it right through your profile as proof. You can tweet us at either Become Rivals or eRivals admin, which is going to help you out too, or email. Typically, the easiest way, because it just attaches itself right to this match, is just shoot it on the site. But for some reason, if you can't get back on the site or you can't figure out how to upload it, just simply shoot it to us on one of our media outlets, so social media outlets. So again, this particular tournament was bracketed for 32 people, or 24 people, 19 people, but the way a bracket works is it's got to have 32. So you'll see that some people will get a bye. Again, that's just random. There's no rhyme or reason behind it. It's computerized. We do not choose that. The computer does. So you'll see that some guys with 0 rank got bracketed. It looks like Dupree got bracketed as a bye. And then you jump into the next round. Now, on the tournaments, you have 30-minute play time. And then you also have a pause timer for whatever reason. If you guys continue to tie, like on this particular tournament, if you tied, you continued to play until you broke that tie. It's not a first die or last kill. It's not any specialty rules. So if you do need, you can simply expand the timer, or again, inbox chat. If you inbox chat, we'll help you out. We'll make sure that we take care of you. So that's what it's going to look like, guys, on the bracket, and that's when the tournament goes live. So this Saturday at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. Again, make sure your time zones are correct. We put it at 3 p.m. because it'd be perfect for the West Coast. Noon, 1 o'clock, and it'd be perfect for if you're all the way on the East Coast to 5, 6 o'clock. So just make sure that you have your time zone adjusted so you show up on time. I will tell you this: the tournament will continue without you. This Any tournament for that matter, where it's a paid tournament or a free to enter tournament, you have 30 minutes to show up. If your opponent checks in and you haven't checked in or set yourself ready to play, you will forfeit that match. We're not going to hold the tournament up for you. You can't come back 34 minutes from now and say, oh, I have my time zone, or I missed it, I was at work. We get it, people are busy, but these tournaments have to continue. So like this particular tournament was only 19 people. Now imagine once we hit this tournament this weekend, there's 80 now. It's going to be 120 by this weekend. We can't sit here and wait for people that aren't ready. You're just going to simply forfeit, live for another day, I guess, and hopefully compete in a different prize. Now, Villainous is going to stream this. They have, I think, 20 to 30 of their players on this. It's their tournament. That's what's super awesome about this is we host tournaments. We handle all the headaches, all the hard work, all the issues. You guys just kind of get to have fun and compete for prizes. So food for thought there. On that same token, here at eRivals, no one from the website can compete in any contest on eRivals.com. It's conflict of interest. We're here to make your gaming platform. We don't need to have inside secrets of who's playing who, and that's not what we do. So I know some of the other guys out there have say they play on the site. That's just kind of sketchy. We don't do any of that. We're here to make sure that you guys have a good time and have a safe platform to compete in. So food for thought. What do we got? Sorry, I was mid-chatting. Thanks, John. Good to see you. Sarah, Jenny, I appreciate you guys all stopping by, hanging out. Shoot me some questions, guys. Don't be just sitting there and hanging out. We're ready to answer them. So, on another note, big news. I wonder if Toaster and them played that Rocket League. 50% deposit bonus this week. So if you were to deposit $10, there's no limit. So if you guys were to deposit $1,000, you get $500 worth of free play money. So there's no limit on that. If you deposit $10, you get $5. Simple, easy math. 50% deposit bonus. We usually do that 4 times a year. And it's probably our best deposit bonus, being we only make 10% off of the wagers. So I mean, if you're getting 50%, you do the math. And we're not. It's a great deposit option, and it's a 50% deposit bonus, and that is free play cash. So we will have free play cash tournaments. We'll have the option where you're wagering. So if you were to wager $10, $1 of it comes right off your free play. So it just makes your wager even cheaper for your when you use that deposit bonus. And again, there's no limit on the minimum side or the maximum side for the 50% deposit bonus. Yeah, yeah. And I always like to show you guys. I know it's 20 minutes deep into the chat, and I've been kind of chatting it up. Um, the we have the bother bands, or the tournament that starts here in what, 2 hours. Um, Actually, before I get into that, now you'll see I'm in the open matches. Same thing with tournaments. Tournaments, every game shows up, but when I go to open matches here, make sure that if you don't see a specific game, it's probably because it's not selected as a title in your profile, and I'll show you that here in a second. Just click this little X, and that'll show you all the games that are options. Now, I have every single game selected because I want you guys to see on here how it works. But for whatever reason, if you only have Rocket League selected, that's because you didn't have that choose the games. So you'll just hit to your profile, and then you'll go to your games. See, I hit the wrong button. In the available games, all you're going to do is just simply check them all. Now you'll see mine are all grayed out because I've already had them checked. But for whatever reason, you might only have Fortnite Xbox checked, but not Fortnite cross-platform. So if you only want to play Fortnite Xbox, we have that option for you. It's just going to limit your crowd. So we have a ton of rivals online that play cross-platform, and you can even select cross-platform no PC. So if you don't care if your rival's on a PS4, select that option. But for whatever reason, if you don't have those selected, you might not see. So if I didn't have this selected, you might go into here and see, oh, I don't see any Fortnite games because you only have the Xbox checked. So, and that's super easy to see, and you can adjust it accordingly to your preference. Now, as the site expands and we're getting hundreds of users a day, we're on that level now. But as it expands, you'll be able to kind of fine tooth your game. So if you really only wanted to play Rocket League and you only wanted to play Xbox, and you wanted to only play players at a certain level, that's all applicable on eRivals.com. That's not a problem. So let's just click on this Madden tournament here, or this Madden game. So he wants to play Madden Xbox One. Alfred does. And he hasn't played on his site, so he's excited to get into it, right? Looks like injuries are on, 3-minute quarters, single game. So if I was to play him, I would click this enter. Now it's going to come up with a confirmation. I'm not going to click it because then the guy's got to get a notification. It's time. It's game time, right? I would click yes if I'm ready to go. Now this is also a kind of a secondary confirmation screen to make sure you're not pocket wagering. So if this was for like $5, it would say, hey, the entry fee of $5 will be deducted from your account. Now this is of course free, so it doesn't say that. Um, and of course it's a single game, but we don't want any pocket wagering, right? So if you click yes, I would join this match and the timer would start. Open matches have a 60-minute time frame to start the open match. So I just got hit. Yeah. So Jim asked, no, Jimbo83. Okay. Hey, appreciate the question. His question was he went to sign up, and let's check it out here. See if I can get to it. Um, his question was when he signed up, there was no place for his country. Great question. Again, another high priority development we're working on. We are going to separate the other option into countries, and that'll come shortly. But for now, you simply, if you're from outside the United States, come game it up. We want you to be hanging out on the site. You're more than welcome to play. EU, Canada, Mexico, South America. We got a lot of signups from South America too. Come join. Just select other, and we're going to adjust those states. Those countries individually here shortly. But you'll just choose other. I don't know if I can see it because I'm signed in. I might be able to change. Yeah, so I've actually, so here, so we have every state, of course, in the United States, and then the top option, because we have so many EU and SA signups, just click other for now, and we'll divide that out, here in the future. So you would just click other at sign up. And another great question, if you don't have a referral code, not a big deal. Just simply leave that blank. It's just a way for us to track where your sign up came from, whether it be from a referral from an eRival rival on our account, or from Twitter, Facebook Market, whatever, wherever you found it. That's just what the referral code's for. So good question though, Jimbo. Appreciate it. Well, I'll probably say it again. As we've got a few viewers on each platform. 50% deposit bonus. The Baller Band tournament's 9 o'clock tonight, 9 Central Standard Time. But the big news for us is that we are going to start. We have open matches, tournaments. You got your top rivals where you can challenge them. We're going to have bounties on those guys. But the big thing for us is we are going to add basically month-long seasons. So we're going to start basically a season package to where you get into it. If you were to play Fortnite, we'd do a 3-week season and a 1-week playoff, which is kind of awesome. There will be entry fees, but it'll be a great payout, and you'll have the course of time to play. It's going to be super awesome, guys. Let me check out. Let's see if I don't think we. It's not live on the site yet, so I'm just telling you guys this now. But it's going to be right at the top of the screen. It's going to be open matches, tournament, and then we're going to have a leagues option right here. Super awesome. We're excited to have it. The league option, of course, again, will have different lengths. It'll be on different platforms. But the league option will be basically like a season-long gaming session. So you'll play dependent on when your availability is. We'll have a, let's say, Sunday Fortnite League. It's a 1v1 duo. You enter the league. We map out the season for you. You play that game anytime Sunday. It doesn't have to be played at a certain time. Anytime Sunday. So, we have a short staff on Sunday. I'm typically off. If I was to game, I don't game on the site because I'm not allowed to. But Sunday would be the day. So then I have all day long. Doesn't matter if I'm playing some guy from Australia or if I'm playing somebody from South America. I have all day Sunday to play that match. And that's going to be in our league play right here between the how to play and tournaments. The league play will go for, again, 3 weeks where you'll play one match. Again, depending, we might have a 2-match per day option. And then we'll do a seeding after 3 weeks. And then each, depending on how many teams are in that league for Sunday Fortnite, you would get into a playoff. Depending on the entries, we're going to do a 100% playoff entry. You'll just be seeded according to your record and your scores. And then from there, of course, you would win a prize pool at the end for going to the kind of the Super Bowl of Fortnite on eRivals.com. So we're super excited about that. The guys are still working out some coding issues, but I think it's a super great idea. We're going to be the only site to do that. At the expansion rate that we're going with the ease of use and the platform that we have, it's going to be killer, guys. Just jump on it now so you guys can be ready to rock and roll with your rank and your mojo and how to use eRivals.com. So. Yes, cool. Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it. User 98 something. Appreciate it. So a quick rundown right now. So you guys can see this. We see a little bit more information than you, but if you were to go to our chat, and again, this might look a little different on your mobile. On your mobile, there'll be maybe a little blue icon off to your right. That's the live chat to see how many people are online. You can see where we're at. It actually is popping up off the screen for you guys because, oh no, it's there. It's there. Excuse me. I thought I had the padding filled out. See how you can't see the whole thing? Because I wanted it to fill the whole screen for the screen grab. So you can click on this online and you can challenge these guys here. Now, people have challenged eRivals. This is our demo account. This is our account to show you how to use the site and navigate through. We can't play anybody, so don't waste your time. Go to the next guy and challenge them. But you can challenge people right from here. You can inbox them. It looks like these are other people online. So I can actually tell you from, like I said, behind the scenes, we've got right now America, Canada, Brazil. I'm not sure where that's from. Botswana. I don't know where Botswana is. I'll be honest with you, but Botswana. So again, we've got people from all over the world. If you guys are streamers, and you get into these matches, yeah, some of them might be free. We have some prizes, we have some tournaments. Make it mean something. You're playing somebody that's on our site that you can stream, people view, you'll enhance your viewers. But I mean, even if you're playing in a tournament, it might be free. It's a little different than playing some random stranger from nowhere without a mic, right? These guys, like this tournament for $100. These guys are ready to game. I mean, what great way to stream and get some views to say, hey, I'm competing for a $200 prize pool here. Just enhances the your stream. It's going to give you something to play for. It's a little play, but anywho. So as you can see on our activity banner, I'll kind of stop it when it goes by here. 181 matches have been played. We launched November 1st, guys, so I know this number is not absolutely massive. 6 months from now, you guys get into this now. I mean, $861 worth of prizes have been awarded. I don't know if it's you. Most of that's our cash because we're trying to kind of create that traction in the market. So 861 bucks. I didn't win any of it. Maybe you did. Let's get in it. Get in it while it's early, right? 861 bucks. 50% deposit bonus. Happy New Year. Like I said, we do that 4 times a year. We already have them sanctioned out. So 4 times a year for a deposit bonus. If you deposit $1,000, you get $500 in free play money. If you deposit $5, you get $2.50 worth of free play money. And that acts a little different than real money on the site, but it doesn't matter. It's still play money. It comes right off your account when you take wagers. So, food for thought. Yeah, I did check that out already. So, it looks like user 98. Yeah, so the top rivals hasn't changed much. Just not been a lot of activity since the new year. Everybody's kind of still hung over. That massive tournament, people are going to move on that tournament this week. That's Saturday. We've got our baller bands tonight. We've got the awesome option. We're hoping to have it done by Friday with the league play. But again, we're going to add so many tournaments. We cleaned up the site. So if you go to our site now, you would have seen a lot of matches that maybe have been sitting for a couple days. Completely cleaned that out. We've got matches that were created a couple days ago, 2 hours ago. Looks like this one's been sitting a couple days ago. Toaster just put this up 2 minutes ago. So again, we clean it up every now and again to make sure we're going into the new year ready to rock and roll. Same thing with tournaments. So the tournaments, this one starts in an hour and a half. Getting there. This one starts. Looks like this Friday. Cool. So we're already got a few up for uh, Rocket League. Already got one for Friday, and then our paid tournaments, same exact thing. Our paid tournaments, we clean that up a little bit to make sure that all the new games are fresh. We don't have people just sitting in there. Um, Toaster and King Sean are talking smack in the live chat. So get on there, guys. Get playing. I don't know what they're doing. Yes. Okay. Another great question by user. Let's see if I can find it here. So his question was, when you create a match, can you choose like your own specified settings? That's kind of cleaned up the question a little bit. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to your presets, and I don't have any presets, but if I wanted to create one, I would create, and these will stay in here almost like an email draft. So that way, if you guys consistently play Fortnite like a cross-platform match, and you always want it to be a best of two or a best of three, you can set that to the minute you come in here. So if I set this, now I got to be kind of careful because if I set it, it's going to go live, and I'm going to get people to play me, and we don't play. So you'll set your wager. Of course, if it's a zero wager, if that's just a free amount. Otherwise, you can set wagers up to 500 bucks. 2v2 or a 1v1. You go into your continue. Is it a single game, best of two, total kills, best of three? What game type it is? Playground, I guess they had some updates, so I think we're gonna get rid of that. But we got a duos and then of course squads. This is awesome too, guys. You can actually give advantages. So if you're playing with a rival, let's say that I beat you and I want to run it back, right? I want to run it back to see, hey, you know, we were playing and I got lucky. So I'll run it back and say, you know what? I'm going to give my opponent uh, um, one elimination. That elimination means that the computer's automatically going to do the math for you when you input your data. If you say, hey, I won 2-1, or I won 3-1, whatever it be. Because if you won 2-1, you didn't win. It's a tie because the elimination, and the computer's going to tell you that you're going to want to make sure that you do that, and then confirm. So that's kind of nice in the advantages that you have that option. Now that changes a little bit depending on your platform, depending on what game you're getting into. It might be eliminations, it might be points. Like if you're playing Madden, of course, there's no eliminations. You can give points. So another great question, again, and then confirm. And this is what it's going to look like. Now, I guess we've never touched on this, so I'll just say this. A premium listing only helps you when it's a paid match. So today we only have 5 open matches. Last week when we were a little busier, we might have had 10. And of course, a month from now, we might have 20. And 6 months from now, we're going to have 50 open matches where people are ready to go. And they're going to fill up just as fast as they're added. So you're going to want to make sure that if you guys want to, you can hit premium. And premium is going to be, it's 5% more. So if it's a $20 match, you're going to pay $1 for the match, but it's going to be stationed at the very top of the screen. So when anybody searches any open matches, they're going to see your match first. Let's say you got to work in 2 hours and you want to play for $10, right? It's worth 50 cents to make sure that you can play this match right away instead of sitting here waiting for someone to show up. So we put that as a premium for you guys. And then on top of that, depending on your level of your rank and your monetary wager, anytime you hit premium and pay that 5%, we will actually go to bat for you and try to find you an opponent, whether we inbox people on chat, we hit up some of our major users, or we go to social media for you. So food for thought there. And this is kind of nice too. You can actually set an expiration. So if you do go to work in an hour, you can set that and make sure your premium's on. So kind of cool there. Good question. User 98. Cool. So I guess I'll go over the news. 50% deposit bonus. That's huge. Again, 4 times a year. Make sure you've done your 3 edits to your profile, your notifications, adding your Twitter, and adjusting your time zone. Those are all 3 big, massive things that I would say to do that before you even create any game, before you upload any avatar. Just just do that. Those 3 things are super easy. It's gonna make your life easier. It's gonna make our life easier trying to get a hold of you when you're missing free matches for $200. Um, so that works. Um, Big news: league play is gonna be here. Awesome, awesome option. We're the only site that's going to offer that in this particular aspect, in this platform for Rocket League and Fortnite, in a monetary station. So super excited to announce that. So we're going to have open matches. Nothing is going to disappear. Open matches, tournaments, and then of course league play. So super excited about that. Any other questions before I go? I'm here for you. Like I said, guys, thanks for stopping by, checking it out. First live stream of the new year. I think we touched on everything we wanted to. I kind of take it by ear and see if we had questions. I'd stay on here for hours. I'm going to be here till 1 a.m. Answering any other questions. Social at eRivals. Twitter at Become Rivals. Those go right to my personal phone if for whatever reason I'm not here. And I usually try to answer those 24/7. And if I don't, of course, we have a few other guys that'll answer it for you too. So, well, thanks for checking it out, and thanks for stopping by. For those of you that did yeah, ask any questions, we appreciate it. And thanks for checking out eRivals.com. Have a good one.